Hey, this is the answers for logs day 4, which is Thursday's homework. So we are describing the transformations and then saving the domain and the range. So for this function, this +1 is going to make us go left 1. And then for our domain, for log functions, we're usually at, this is what our function looks like. So the domain, which is our x values, goes from 0 to infinity, and then our range is all reals. So if I'm shifting left 1, instead of being at 0 right here, if I shift it left 1, I'm something like this. So now my domain is going to be from -1 to infinity. And then the range is still all reals. And you can write this in interval notation. You can write it in inequality notation. Either way is fine. So if you wanted to do the domain in inequality, you would just say that x is greater than -1. Okay, and if you wanted further range, you could go parenthesis -infinity to +infinity. Either one of those is fine. I'm going to stick with the interval notation from now on, but if you want to do inequality, that's completely fine as well. Okay, so for question number 2, this one is not inside the parentheses, so this is going to be going up 1. Okay, and then going up affects our range. So our domain is still going to stay the same. It's going to be from 0 to infinity because nothing changed there if we shift it up. And then since our range is all reals, it's not, the shifting it up 1 isn't going to affect that either. So it's still going to be all reals. Okay. For question number 3, we've got 2 transformations here. Okay, so we have the +5 and the -2. So the +5 is going to go left 5. And then the -2 is going to go down 2. Okay, so remember our domain is our x values. So the x is affected by going left 5. So instead of being at 0, if we go left 5, we're going to be at -5 to infinity. And then for the range, that's going to stay all reals. Okay, for number 4, last one, our signs are just backwards for this one, so it's going opposite directions. So for the -5 here, it's going to go right 5. And then for the +2, it's going to go up 2. So the domain is affected by the right 5, so it's going to be +5 to infinity. The range is still going to be all reals.